Hi, Carla. Nice to meet you. Jessica. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming to this interview. Um, First, can you tell me a little bit more of you, about yourself? What have you done before coming to here? Okay, well, about me, I'm a very outgoing person and I'm always looking for um, what else to do. Like, I'm always trying to find new ways to do a better job of whatever job I'm normally doing. I'm always trying to give an extra mile to better perform in that job. And about my experience, okay, I've had some jobs like very different from one another. That's like what life has um, gave me. No? And for example, when I was younger, when I was at first years of my university, I used to work in daycares and kindergartens. I was like assistants to the teachers and helping them to to be with the kids, to play with them and to teach them a little. Like for example, I was able to teach them a little English, and that was really valuable for them to them, and that was what I was doing at that moment. And then when I had my first like internship, I was in a Walmart. What I was doing there was like in the distribution center. I was looking at um, the the trucks were in a route to the destination, and that the drivers were completely like safe and in a good mood. Like for example, a lot of them were arriving with more than 24 hours of work, and I was like, okay, they're not capable of keeping doing this job at this time. They should go to home or just take some rest because they cannot, like, because of the state of the products of what we were transporting, there were not going to be possible to take that job at that time. Okay, that's a nice background. Yes. And now tell me more about what do you like, how's your environment, your perfect environment to work, what do you prefer? What I do like is, for example, being able to be in an office, but to have the possibility to, if I can move around the office, that's nice. Like I'll be always like be focused on my work, but having the possibility to change the environments. For example, being in an office in the moment and then being in the conference center, and having that possibility to change. Sometimes it's necessary. Yeah. To make a change in my mind. Okay, definitely. Now, do you like working in teams? Do you prefer working by yourself? Wondering. Okay, well, both are things that I can completely do. I mean, there's sometimes that I like to work by myself, but there's sometimes that we need like a team to do a better job. Like for example, if it's a huge project that I know that I need help, if I'm gonna be leading that team, I'll be trying to designate some tasks for each person in the team, but also like to ask him for some ideas or what were things about the job. And for example, when I work by myself, I try to always have like different approaches from my colleagues. Okay. Now, can you tell me an example of
Can you tell me an example of something you've managed, something difficult in one of your jobs before that you managed to look for a solution?
Okay, well, I have many different like things that have happened before in my jobs, but something that I like to remember is that I was when I was working in kindergartens and when it was like the like sport classes and exercise classes, we used to go to the patio to make to take the classes. But for that, we had to, and all the kids had to go downstairs and then go upstairs again. But when they're like kids from 4 or 5 years old, it's really like something difficult to do. So I mean, it was at first very difficult, but then there was like a song that they used to like a lot, like a snake. Okay, and I was like, okay, these kids really like this. So with this song, we can make like a line, and they can say like, oh, it's a game, and that was a solution, like to keep them safe, but at the same time like keep them busy and keep them entertain them while we were doing that. So that was a very nice solution, and I think they still doing that at now.
Okay, excellent. And now, for what are your objectives for the future? Do you see yourself in this company for a long time, or you're just trying to gain more experience for some other opportunities?
I mean, I'm looking for a lot of experience, but at the same time, I'm looking to stay in this company for a long time, and because what I'm trying to do is like to keep growing inside this company, to be able to learn and to also to propose my own ideas, so keep like growing this company in some way that I could help. But yes, that's something that I know that if I make this company, like I give my own ideas, I know if I'll be growing too. Like both of us are gonna be winning at the end.
Okay, okay, that's nice. Okay, Carla, I think this is all for this interview. Thank you for your time, and I'll
Thank you.
post it on the news.
Thank you for the consideration, Jessica.